Hey everybody, welcome back to Blackphoenix Entertainment. We're going to do another Judge My Writing. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, so I got some clips for you guys. I'm going to do 5 clips today of situations that I've run into while I'm writing, and we're going to talk about it, discuss it, and kind of break down each situation, what we could have done, what might have been done, what was done. And we can all have conversations down in the comments, and you guys can give me your take on the situation. So again, I have 5 clips. I'm going to start with this one at night. I know I don't do a ton of night riding, but you know, sometimes stuff happens at night. So let's switch over to this, and I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to go back and we'll talk about it. There we go, just sitting at a light. You can see there's 2 lanes there. It goes green, go. Random lady right next to me. That is, as you can see, this road that I'm going into is 1 lane. So if I go back, let me see if I can find a good spot. So, yeah, I'm pointing. This lane over here, that's a right-hand turn lane, and it's actually more used for parking. There's a convenience store and there's like a little restaurant there. Most people park there. I don't know if they're supposed to, but they do. So this lane isn't usually occupied or used at all. If you're a local, you really don't use it. But either way, there's no arrows or anything like that really. So maybe, I don't know. I don't think this person was from around here. So, and we play it. I mean, the light turns green. It's pretty obvious that I'm there. If you guys have seen my spider, I'm going to put a clip up of my spider at night. You cannot miss this thing. There is no possible way you are ever going to miss the spider anywhere at night. Well, we go slowly. We're just going. And at this point, I'm like, there's something next to me. And luckily, I mean, she backed off. There was nowhere to go. She would have ran off the road or hit me. So, I mean, what do? You just got to be vigilant and constantly scanning around you and making sure that that was the throttle out situation. So, I mean, I just kept going. You did not want to brake. You did not want to swerve in a situation like that. You definitely want to keep going straight, seeing as I had an avenue to go, and hopefully nothing happens. Let's move on to the next clip. Alright, here's clip number 2. Another intersection, another turn lane here. Let's play it and see what happens here. I'm trying to take a left here, this intersection. So I'm going to go. This guy just decides he's going to dart in front of me. And I go. That's pretty clear cut. I'm taking a left. I'm letting this guy go because obviously if they're going straight, they have the right of way. This guy is clearly in a right-hand turn only lane, or left-hand turn from that direction. No blinker, no whatever. I noticed that, so I was like, I'm not going to go right away. As you see, I'm still kind of hesitant, even though there's a spot here. And at this point, this guy's already starting to go over, so, see, I'm only going 5 miles an hour, so I'm not really going. And then he's already committed at this point to going straight, so I slam on my brakes. And that's it. That's a dick move. That is an absolute dick move on that part. There's no reason to do that, especially if you see me or a bike or any car trying to turn to left and you're trying to cut across like that. 1, you shouldn't be doing it. 2, you gotta let that guy go. That's just the way it is. So, again, this is more about being vigilant and being like, alright, straight scan, like, alright, this guy's in this lane, but is he actually going to turn? That's always got to be in your mind, because this happens. There's a perfect example of it. People just don't put blinkers on, or they just want to make a last-minute decision, and there you go. So, let's move on to the next. Alright, so our third clip. This is an interesting one, and the camera view is a little different. I had a front-mounted GoPro on my windscreen, so that's why it looks a little bit different, and you don't see the helmet here. Couple cars in front of me doing some stuff, so let's play it out here. This is a little bit longer of a clip here, but there needs to be context with, you know, what happens before and after. So this guy throws his blinker on. I'm like, alright, whatever. Pass him. No big deal. This guy, on the other hand, decided he had someplace he had to be, slammed on his brakes to cut across lanes, to cut across those 2 lanes. Again, you gotta be vigilant. That's the word of the day for this video. Constant scanning. This first situation, not a big deal. I'm like, alright, he put his blinker on, plenty of time. I was clear in this lane, so alright, we'll just pass him. Up here, a little bit less time. This guy's, you're not expecting this. Again, these things happen, but you don't expect me like, alright, this guy's going to go straight because he's in the right-hand lane. No, he cuts across. He does put his blinker on. Okay, whatever, dude. It's a little last minute. And then slams on his brakes. Obviously, there's a ton of traffic coming this other direction, so it's not like he can just go, so he's got to stop. Again, I'm still clear in this right lane, so I'm like, alright, I'm not really going to need to slam on my brakes. I'll just move over as much as I can and just go. Again, guys, you always got to be aware, even though you're not traveling in that next lane, you've got to have a way out. Make sure you have an out for that. My other out for those two situations were slamming on my brakes. There's no way I was going to throttle out. I had nowhere to go. They were directly in front of me. And if someone was next to me in that lane, I can't go there. So I'm going to have to slam on the brakes. So you got to be conscious of, alright, when you're coming up to turns and maybe cutaways on the road here. I don't know if you guys can, let me roll back. We have little cutaways on this route here, so people can take left-hand turns and make U-turns. So you got to be aware of those when they come up. You're like, alright, there's a possibility that someone's either going to turn from here or be coming from here from the other direction. So, again, always pay attention. On to the next. Alright, so these next two are going to be interesting in the comments here. So, these are maneuvers that I pulled, but let's focus on this one first. We've got an intersection coming up, and I'm going to end up taking a left-hand turn up here. So, let's play this out. And there we go. And I take my turn. So, this is interesting on a couple things. I know it's tough to see. I'm going to roll back a little bit. There's a road here. So, that's where this guy is trying to go, is there. As we move up a little bit more, you can see there's a road here. There's also a street here. So, it's a weird, not quite four-way intersection. So, it's almost like a five-way type intersection there. So when people try to take a left here, and there's so much room here, if I can roll all the way back, get all this free room over here, so it's pretty wide at some points. So, and I have a clear view of this guy behind me, so I'm thinking I'm just going to cut across because I know this guy's going this way, and I kind of don't want to get into his path. That was my mindset here. So I'm like, alright, let me just cut across real quick here and cut down this street. And I have a clear view of going down this road too. So that was just a quick little thing, safety thing, not to get caught up in that huge intersection. I know I kind of took a little time to explain that there, but I'm curious as to what you guys think about something like that, or if you guys would pull a similar maneuver in a similar type of intersection. So let's move on to the fifth and final one and see what you guys think about that one. So I know in a lot of areas, a lot of people talk about lane filtering and lane splitting. So I'm interested in your opinion of this next video here. So I'm going to play it, and then we'll talk about it. So as you can see, there's a bike lane there. Looking. And there we go. All the way down the bike lane. Because I am taking a right-hand turn up here. So, yeah, so all the way down, and it is technically a bike lane. I don't know, I might be that guy, and I'm not really impeding anybody else, and I saw this intersection here, no one was coming here, and really just kind of filtering through traffic there up to the intersection so I can take a right-hand turn. And I'm just including this because it is something that I do in the city if I have the space and, you know, to not kind of squeeze in and not really affect anything else that's going on, any other cars or driveways or anything like that. So what do you guys think? Just let me know down in the comments. And as always, appreciate anyone watching and viewing and your interactions with these types of videos. It makes it a lot of fun. And it's also fun for me to kind of go back through these clips and be like, oh, wow, that's cool. You know, I did that, I did this. And sometimes I look back now, because some of these clips are old, I'm like, oh, maybe I would have done it this way. So that's why I like doing these videos for you guys. And if you do like what I'm doing, go down, subscribe, check out all the cool stuff in my description, because I got discount codes and all this fun stuff for you guys. And I'll see you on the next video. I don't know when that's going to be. So, nothing happened. Outro didn't play. Someone's getting fired.